I know this is a few days late, but this is about Throwdown, and Tony from Revere was on, and there's one specific thing. There's like one part that really just it drove me insane. Um, so Tony from Revere is on already. Guy's a scumbag. Everybody knows he's a scumbag. Everybody knows that he's a snake in the grass. Everybody knows what he did. But of course, he's on the show because that's what happens when somebody talks shit about the show. They eventually get back on the show and get a bigger role because of it. Sorry, that's usually what happens. Not saying that's not like a shot at Joe or anything. It really means that Joe is just such a nice guy that he'll do this to anybody. Somebody will talk shit and he'll be led on. Now, this is where the job of the co-hosts come in my opinion, because when this shit happens, this is when I honestly would never, not 1 week, would let Tony from Revere ever just have a like, oh yeah, have a nice night, let's have a rational discussion with the guy. Because why? Because why does he deserve that? Why does he deserve that? Drew. Because you said that too. What are we supposed to do? Yell at the guy every week? Drew, you're a co-host. You know this guy talks shit. But then let's have a rational discussion with the guy, right? A rational discussion with the guy who's going to talk shit about you again. So maybe this is, okay, I want people to know this. I'm not saying Joe can't have Tony from Revere on his show, because that would be stupid of me. I have no place in telling Joe who he can have on his show or who he can't have. But then when Nikki J, when people are calling him a fake tough guy, because, oh, you're going to start shit with Bullfrog and blah, 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 you're going to start shit with Tony. Why do you think Nikki J started shit with Tony? Or shit with Bullfrog? Because these guys are proven scumbags of the community that are proven to be fake. It's kind of like when Dave Rose was proven to be a fake fucking person who talked shit about the show, but was let on several times, like for the past 7 years. Even Joe said it. And let's not delude ourselves into thinking that Dave Rose will never be back on the show again, because he will eventually. Joe will let him back on the show. It's what happens. Patterns happen for a reason, and I don't think that this pattern is over. Just me. The reason, Drew, why I don't think you should have a rational discussion with the guy is because you're just enabling the dude. He's gonna do it again. Everybody knows that. Maybe not this year, maybe next year. Maybe next year he'll start talking shit. But he'll do it again. And the sad part about it is that Joe will forgive him almost immediately. I mean, it's embarrassing how much Joe forgives people. So that's why nobody wants you to have a rational discussion with the guy. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I just don't want to see anybody have a rational discussion with Tony from Revere on Monetize This or Throwdown or whatever show, because he talks shit about Joe all the time on Drama Club. Was in a conversation. I heard it, and I think I can't be specific. I can't say he said things for sure, but I know that he was on the call when they said shit about Joe's family. It was something about Leah being a bad mother for not wanting to do a Patreon show. Tony was on the call when that happened. He didn't stick up for it. So in my opinion, he didn't stick up for Joe. You didn't say anything to defend him or Leah. In my opinion, you're just as bad. And those are your opinions, for all I know. You're just a scumbag. And so I'm sorry that nobody wants to see scumbag Tony have a fucking rational conversation with the co-hosts. Or Joe. Maybe people just want to see the guy get shot on because he deserves it. He's a scumbag. Like, am I wrong? Like, I'm sorry.